I can't help myself. When I feel sad, I escape from myself.
Alright, so this is podcast whatever. I've lost count because I've been stressed and I haven't been doing one as frequently. Everything's stressed. I mean, yay, we got the blue votes out there, we got the blue wave going on. And I know it used to be, vote blue no matter who, but there's a lot of Dems that are Zionist pricks. I don't give a shit. Fuck Israel. Fuck Benjamin Netanyahu or whatever the hell his name is. Israel is a terrorist state. And the people that back Benjamin, whatever the fuck his name is, are terrorists themselves. Should Israel have the right to exist? Yes, but they shouldn't have the right to be genocidal, homicidal maniacs. And before, well, you support Hamas. Hamas has no right to exist either. There's a bunch of people. There is a bunch of people out there that are horrible, 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 horrible people, and they shouldn't exist. I'm sorry. If you sit there and say this person should exist regardless of them murdering and raping and doing all this bad shit, which my video is probably going to get flagged because I said all this shit. I don't care. I'm not asking for monetization. I'm not here for that. I'm here just to vent and rant and speak my mind. Again, if I had a... Bixby thought I was talking to him. No, Bixby, I'm not talking to you. But, I gotta shut that off. I don't know how I shut that off. Damn it. Hold on a minute. I don't want you being on. How do I... Yeah, I gotta... Okay. So I have that. Hopefully I have that settled. But, where was I? Because my phone picked me up. And I guess my THs and Xs and all that were sounding the same again. But, fuck, where was I? Where the hell was I? So I'm getting tattoos tomorrow, which will hopefully get my stress under control. This is one of the tattoos, and that's the design of it, but it's because of my GTA character. He has it right above his eyebrow, and I want that too. And I have a feeling my family's gonna be like, you ruined your pretty face, because if I shave my beard, I have a baby face, and I look 10 years younger. I'm 35 and I look like I'm 25. Hell, I probably look younger than that. If I wasn't bald, or balding I should say, I'd look a lot more younger. I just look like younger me when I was 20 years old with a shaved head and no beard. I baby face. I got a baby face and I don't fucking like it. But oh, and this game here is called, it says it right there, Shop Titans. It's a good game. It's a good free to play game. But yeah, there's just so much going on. Zorhan Mamdani. I had to really say it slowly because I have not only speech impediment problems, I talk too fast and everything fucks up. I couldn't even sing the song that, his name is Mamdani, or my name is Mamdani, and I screw that up. I have to slowly pronounce it. I screwed up. I'm so glad for New York. I'm happy for them. And there's people out there, oh, they voted a communist, blah, 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 blah. Those people are the types of people that will sit there and say, well, you're not a Christian. That means you're against everything America is. America is founded on religious freedom. You can believe in whatever religion you want to within America. And they don't like that. The Christian nationalists that were from Germany and England and just all over the place, probably Rome because it predated from there. But they come from, overseas, and then they come here. Well, we need to be a nationalist country. Why? Why do we need to be a nationalist country? We're the country founded on freedom of religion and freedom to express yourselves. And it took, well, it was back then, it was 250 years, and it took a little over 100 or so. Let me look. So I did some math on it. Now, people will sit there and say, well, America was only founded 250 years ago. We're talking about the continent. We're talking about when slavery began within what is considered America as the country, or continent, I should say. Yeah, continent, not country, because the country wasn't formed yet. But continent. Um, the 13 colonies, which was like 1600s or something like that. 1619 when they came here and fundamentally colonized a bunch of assholes. I'm sorry, Columbus and warmongers and shit like that. Um, no, I don't know what that was about. But from 1619 to 1865, that's a 246 years. On top of the 249, 250 currently, that's 500 years. We're going back 500 years because the 1% want to bring slavery back. The 1% and the people that defend the 1% want to bring slavery back. They want to be bigots and hateful and just... It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. And then when you have people in present day, oh, don't worry about it. That's the past. We don't want to repeat the past. That's why we worry about it. That is why we worry about it. You know, there's probably people out there that years ago, when they had a black animal or an animal that wasn't prominent. See, I suck with English, and English is my first language, but that's because that's the American education system. Um, the word I was probably looking for, I'd look it up, but I'll replace it with primarily. I have my moments. I've mentioned it before. I do have my moments where I am intelligent, but I am not only a man, but an American, and my education is a little fucked. But primarily white. 85% white, whatever. That sort of shit. And I don't... How can I get through to the other people that probably watch this? I know this goes out to people that follow me and they like what I say. See, now it's bothering me. What is the word I'm looking for? Hold on a minute. See, it was in my head and I can't pronounce it, but I could spell it. Predominantly. Okay. Now that that's out of the way. But oh yeah, this is my one of many accounts. Anyway, where was I? Predominantly white back then, and they were again slave owners and all that. And before, well, you sound white, so that means you are. No, my family were more likely slaves back then too, because I'm part Irish, and my family predominantly came from rural farmlands overseas, like Switzerland and Germany. And this is before Mustache Man, before him, because my family was here in the 13 colonies at the time. At least most of them were. The original date back, I would say 1500s. We came from Switzerland, but that's long time ago, whole history ago. And say if I were to quote unquote get deported, I would love to be deported to Switzerland or even Germany, or anywhere that has free healthcare, because that's where my family originates from. Shit, if we go further back, I'm probably, well, we all technically originate from one supercontinent, but yeah, no. Where was I going with this? Slavery is wrong, and the 1% and the bigots that defend the 1% want slavery to happen again, and they want to be bigots against anyone that isn't white, even though whites didn't exist until, I shouldn't say they didn't exist. They weren't the majority of the world population because they tried to eradicate. I don't know who put it in their head that they are the superior race when they are not. and this probably sounds like white hate, or I regret being white and this and that. No, bro, I when I was a kid, I saw no color between me and my neighbors. My neighbors were African American. They were black, and I have a feeling my father was slightly racist because those kids only hung around me and my family when my mom was home. Because whenever my dad was home, they weren't allowed over. Then again, I whenever my dad was home, I wasn't allowed to have friends over anyway because my dad's a piece of shit. But yeah, no, Christianity is one of the major religions that ruin the world. And before, well, Islam's the same way. Yes, but comparing Islam to Christianity, you pray to the same fucking God in Arabic terms. Well, they say Allah. Allah just means God. Well, their prophet is Muhammad. Yeah, and Muhammad had the same fucking prophecy as Jesus Christ in a sense. They pretty much did. You can copy my homework, but don't make it obvious. That's what it comes down to within those two religions. And them saying Mamdani. See, I nearly mispronounced it because, again, poor American education system on the East Coast in the 90s growing up and all that shit. But I didn't fall to the propaganda that most of the kids, now adults, in my class did. Excuse me. Um, it's just a lot of bigotry that ruins the world. And when you tell these Christians, you tell these false Christians, because that's what I call them, because realistically, biblically speaking, Jesus and God weren't white. They whitewashed them. Jesus and God didn't judge people harshly, and the only people they judged harshly are the people that do the shit that they do today, and they get pissed off over that. Well, I'm a good Christian because I'm spreading God, blah, 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 blah. You're a bad Christian because you're forcing people to believe in what you believe in. I may be an atheist, but I grew up on the Christian value. I grew up on, reading the Bible cover to cover. I grew up on all that shit. I grew up on asking my dad to read me those stories. He had like a children's Bible book, and he would read me stories to sleep, which, yeah, sometimes it gave me nightmares because he read the ones that were fucked up, but some other times he read the really calm ones, which really eased my mind. And when it comes to that, I personally I don't believe in any gods per se. If let's say Christianity God did exist in some sense, which I don't fucking believe it, but if it did, I'd believe in Lucifer. I'd believe in the fallen angel that told God, "Hey, you're doing some fucked up shit and I don't appreciate it." And that's why he got kicked out. And before someone comes in, well, no, he got kicked out because he stood up to God. He stood up to God because God was doing fucked up shit. Doesn't the Bible say that God created rainbows to remind himself not to commit genocide? That right there is a fucking goddamn piece of shit of a god. I rather believe in Thor, Loki, Freya, uh, Odin, and ancient, or not ancient, they're not ancient, but Norse pagan gods. I rather believe in them. I rather believe in ancient gods like Ra, Zeus, which I don't know if Zeus is in Norse pagan too, but Zeus, Anubis, Azerkes, or I, Xerxes, Arxyes or something. I have it here, but I never know how to pronounce the name. Yeah, I rather believe in those kinds of gods. I rather believe in them. I rather believe in, while every god and religion has its sacrificial type stories and all that, I rather believe in the ones that didn't criticize people to being themselves. I've never heard, while yes, pagans did have their ruthless agenda at moments, they weren't as bad as Christians per se. Every religion has its moments of being horrible, but Christians have been plaguing the earth for over 2 millennias. And from what I know, pagans don't have sacrificial lambs and harming children as much as Christians do. And uh you know, so far it's probably, oh, it's all Christian hate. You hate Christians because of your upbringing, blah 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 blah. I hate Christians because of how they fucking act. You know, there's some good Christians out there, the ones that don't fucking, oh, I'm gonna judge you because you're not like me. You know, the opposite of those ones, the ones that don't judge people, they're good in my book. You know, they're not sitting there, well, you don't believe in my God, so that means I need to judge you. Like, you know, you don't need to judge people. That's one of the things in the Bible. It says, "Do not judge," and they sit here. Well, it's my duty to judge. No, no, it ain't. Well, then it's my God's duty, and He's gonna send you to. Right there, you're judging. You're jumping to the conclusion that your God's gonna side with you. Realistically speaking, by the book, we're all going to hell because God is a piece of shit. Because we all do things that God does not agree with. Because that God is a fucking hypocrite. He's a fucking, oh, he's a piece of shit. He's a goddamn piece of shit. He's a narcissistic abuser. And that's why the narcissistic abusers believe in him. But real talk, pagan wise, because I seen it somewhere. The Christian God is just Loki. The whole Bible is Loki. It's pagan Loki making up shit and talking shit and making his own little cult, which, if it is, that'll be funny as fuck. Uh but no. Realistically, when it comes down to my deathbed, because there's people out there, well, you're gonna burn in hell. Realistically, hell's air conditioned. I'm not gonna burn because I'll probably be on one of the higher up layers. Um, you know, they say the first layer is gonna be the hottest. No, the first layer is at the bottom. That's where you start. You start at the bottom, and it'll be so cold and pitch black that you will not see anything. As you go up, because of your punishment crimes, yes, you'll be at the top. Yes, it's the hottest, but you know, realistically speaking, it's air conditioned. That's if it exists, which I don't think it does. I think when we all die, we just one, give back to the earth, unless you do that embalming shit, which you know, that preserves the body. I don't know why the fuck people do it, but that and reincarnation. Like some kids have memories of a past life, and people say, well, no, it's just a premonition and shit like that. No, I think we continuously just uh recycle, pretty much like a water bottle. They recycle the plastic and it gets reformed into new plastic, and it's, you know, it's a reused again. We get reused, we get recycled. um our conscience memory can change, we can become new people, but that's what I believe. I know an atheist shouldn't really believe that, but it's more of a what's the term, philosophical, somewhere around there. It's one of those. It's not a religious belief, it's not faith. It's just how you can knock down a tree and then replant the seed, and then in 50 years the tree's grown, depending on the tree. Something like that. You know, it's an evolutionary process. Um, say 100 year, well, not even 100 years at this point, 1,000 years, if humanity is still around. That's a big if. But 1,000 years from now, um, It's just recycled. Humanity evolved again after 1,000, though it takes longer than 1,000. But their brains slightly evolved in a sense, and they're a little more intelligent. And we have flying cars, even though we should have had flying cars by now. But we have that, and we have like something that you seen out of Futurama, like a little the tube transportation system where it sends you across. It's quick, but it doesn't fucking fuck up your cerebral cortex and all that. And shocked I'm able to say that word, but yeah, something like that. We have the possibility to have some of these things in present day, but they don't want to work on it too fast because it could cause problems because of stupid people. But yeah, no, bigots and the 1% had me stress the hell out. Supposedly 2026 will be taking everything back. Thank fuck. Hopefully we can get him out within 2 years instead of waiting a full 4. And then hopefully we can get JD Vance out, and then Mike Johnson and this whole administration, and just get back on track to what America was supposed to be, which is progression. People want to go back instead of going forward because they're scared of change. Change is supposed to happen. These people that, oh, I don't like change, live in Hawaii or somewhere with an active volcano right next to the volcano, and then be like, I'm scared of that volcano going off. Well, I'm just gonna stay here because change. I don't like change. Like, come on. I'm not saying they should die. I'm just saying wake the fuck up. People that live near a volcano, they know that the volcano will go off at some point, and they know to run because volcanoes change at moments time. Yellowstone is one of them that I hope don't frickin' activate, but the Earth will try to heal itself, and it will probably activate because the Earth, we cannot control Mother Nature. We cannot control how the planet acts. And people think, oh, well, that's God. That's God. I don't understand how a planet works, so that's God. It's not God. God doesn't exist. God didn't do shit. Well, the Great Flood never happened. Your Bible is bullshit. The planet is 4.54 billion years old, and we have, what, 8 billion? How many people on Earth? How many? I think it's 8 billion. How many people live on Earth 2025? Look at that. We have double of what the Earth is, and I mean, I sort of get people that want to, call them shit. I didn't mean to sell that. I gotta. Hopefully, it didn't fuck up. I hate when that happens. I'm supposed to keep stuff for the king. He comes in and everything's like quadruple in cash. But yeah, no, it's just. Please don't tell me I sold it. Okay, thank fuck. You little bastard. No, I'm trying to click this one. Yeah, take all that. Take it. But where was I? How long am I going on here? It's only been 20 minutes. It feels like longer because I've been talking so long. It's only been 24 minutes. Wow. This one might be a short one because I don't really know. I've been so stressed that I haven't been doing this. I don't know, you know. Oh, and they have an event going on here, Slimer, Ghostbusters type stuff. Oh, my puppy came to visit. Hi, Nashua. What's up, bud? He's like, who are you talking to? I'm talking to a recording that I will upload on YouTube and probably get some views. I'm gonna pinch your ear, gonna pinch your ear, gonna pinch your ear. No, I would never do that. But, enough about politics. Politics just stresses everyone out. We're gonna go on to video games. So, let me find it here. It's on Reddit. Do I have the Reddit even here? Yeah, I do. So, Saints Row. So, this, I am psyched about this. So, this guy has been asked to create a pitch for a Saints Row prequel. Saints Row was supposed to have the reboot that they made. That was supposed to be the prequel. That was supposed to be the renovation, and it fucking flopped. It flopped so goddamn bad. It flopped because they did what they were supposed to do, because where's the game? I have it here. This one, Data Out of Hell. Last time I played it, 2015, has multiple endings. One of the endings is, and I have the other game. Oh, it's not in my favorites. Did I hide it? Don't tell me I hid it. Right there. It's the reboot where they become cops, and honestly, good game. Really good game. It should have had multiplayer. Straight up, it should have had multiplayer. It was a good game. It was okay. It wasn't like good as, it could be that it was great. It was like mediocre good. It was pretty okay. Then they made, that's when they left it alone, and they went and made that Saints Row reboot, which is, let me find it here. This is a good game too. Dead as Disco. Saints Row. Or did they take it off? Saints. Oh, I have it hidden. So, yeah, mixed. This game is mediocre. Not worth that price, honestly. It should be like 90% off. Very mediocre game. I have it on Xbox. Not worth the price. You're dumb. I'm sorry. Not worth the price. But it's different. Personally, I do not like this character right here. He is the biggest wuss. I don't want to shoot an actual gun. I don't want to harm people, but I'm in a gang. What? You're in a gang and you don't want to harm anyone? You're not in a gang. The Saints Row was about being in a gang. When Saints Row was originally created, I don't know if I have the first one here, but no, I don't have the first one. But when it was originally created, it was to rival, and I do have that game. It was to rival this game, not the definitive edition, the original one. It was to rival GTA San Andreas, because San Andreas was all about Carl Johnson and Grove Street family originally, and that's what it goes back to when he gets his brother out of jail. Oh, we gotta get the families back and yada yada yada, that sort of thing. Which I might go and play this game again. I have some achievements to get, but no, it's Saints Row was GTA's only rival. And then Leslie Benzies created his own game that mined Mind's Eye or something, and that flopped because he couldn't get. While I think when it goes on sale, I'll give it a try, but it's just, it has its flaws, I guess you could say, and where am I going with this? I don't know where I'm going with this. Trying to think here. I'm a gamer. I went from politics to games, and you can see where I stand. But that I hope we get this reboot. I really do. That prequel reboot. That, oh my God, how old would Johnny Gat? Because they said Gat won't be in it, but how old is Johnny Gat in Saints Row? I got Wikipedia here. Saints Row. They don't say age. I mean, he had whitish hair. I don't know. They could. They honestly could. Biography. Let's see here. I don't really. They could honestly do something as if, I don't know, man. They could probably give us someone that is like Gat, which that'd be great. I would love someone that had the attitude of Gat. I really would. Supposedly, from what I've seen in other, it's supposed to be the 70s or so, which, that's gonna be a little weird. But if they do good music, oh, I hope the hell they do good music, because the 70s has some decent bangers. But what would that be though? That's supposed to be a prequel, and oh my God, that's gonna because Get Out of Hell, let me go back here. This game, like I said, it had multiple endings. I think it had 5 different endings. Whoop, sorry, that's a clipper. But one ending, Gat stays in hell and he rules over hell, which is just Gat out of hell after you beat it and you can just roam around and do anything. Stupid ending. Other ending, he gets reunited in heaven with Aisha. Again, stupid fucking ending. One of the endings that falls in line with, I think it was the 4th, they get a time machine from Zinyak and they go back in time and they get to save their fallen allies, which I would fucking love something like that. Something of a mixture between Saints Row 1 and Saints Row 2, where they can save Lynn and they can save Carlos, because those two were by far the best fucking supportive characters. Yes, Gat had his own fucking little area, and Shandy, Stoner Shandy, was fucking pretty cool. Pierce, he was kind of a little bitch, kind of, in Saints Row 2. In Saints Row 3, he became a mogul, or I probably butchered that word. He pretty much became the face of Saints Row with Saints Flow and shit like that. But yeah, no, I like both of the Shandys. I would love for the idea of them going back in time and having 2 different Shandys with them on the travel, like Stoner Shandy and Corporate Shandy, and that'd just be a hysterical thing. Well, you turned into a, what would she say, a rigid bitch? there's possibilities with it, and yes, doing the timeline thing because, uh, what is it? Physics speaking, like stuff like that, because Futurama and time travel and all that, you could screw up potential timelines by saving your allies and yada yada yada. But it's a video game and you can do whatever. Ooh, excuse me again. Ooh, excuse me. Trying to think. The other possibility for the ending wise, they go to another planet and just do gang wars with other alien beings and stuff like that, which that would fucking work too. They could have did so much. They could have did so much. No, they did a fucking shitty reboot. They did this shitty ass reboot that got mixed views. And honestly, game is okay. It really is. It's an okay game. It's just, it's not, how can I say? It's not my Saints Row. It's not what I grew up on. It's not, I technically not even grew up on. I didn't get into Saints Row until, oh my god. When did I actually get this game? Can I see when I got this game? Because, no, I had it for 360 first. That's right. 2010s, early 2010s, and the game came out in like 2006. I didn't get a 360 until 2009. I was still on the PlayStation 2. Yes, Retro Gamer, hi. I didn't get a lot of these stuff, a lot of this, and a lot of everything that I own until years after the fact. Like, I got the Series X as soon as it came out, but I'm not going to get the next console more than likely because I already have a gaming PC. Don't really need the next console, you know. No, I'm stoked for that. I'm really stoked for this. This is a good idea. People are saying as long as it's not VR, yeah, as long as it's not VR. All time, no. Past week. Relevance, new. Relevance, how about that? Embracer wants him to pitch a revival. A True Crime, that's another game. They made Sleeping Dogs, and Sleeping Dogs was like the end of all, you know. True Crime was a good game. It really was. They should remaster Streets of LA and New York City. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Thank you. But yeah, no. There's not many games out there anymore. Like I'm getting bored of the same old. All I play anymore is this game right here. I play this game. I play GTA, and not on here. I play GTA on my Xbox. I play, my buddy Ron got me Helldivers. I'm trying to get into that, and it's just, I've been so stressed that I don't want to play any games. I don't want to do any of that. That's why I'm getting my tattoo tomorrow. There's just so much going on, and what really sucks is I'm constantly home. I'm constantly at home, and if I had my license, I wouldn't be at home. My grandmother, she worries about me driving in the winter, which I understand that because other people would have me freaking out when it's bad weather, and I don't want to drive in bad weather. No, I'm not going to drive in bad weather unless it's absolutely necessary that I have to be somewhere, doctor's appointment, wherever. But if it's, bad weather and I don't have anywhere to go, I'll stay at home. I will be a smart driver. I already think like a smart driver. I only have one question wrong on those online, tests that have similar questions, and you're supposed to get 15 right, and I only got, out of the 18, I only got one wrong. So that's, 17 questions right? I would pass the permit. My big issue would be passing for the actual drivers, because they want your hands 2 at 10 or whatever, like, straight on the wheel. Don't drive like you're, just cruising with one hand, like you're out of a 90s sitcom film or some shit, Speaking of cars, which I should just keep myself, this one, if it's still for sale or not. Oh, it's no longer available. Damn. Oh, what's that? That's that one? Move to trash, no longer available. What about this one? No longer available too. Son of a bitch. Everybody takes the Volkswagens. Are you available? No longer available? What the fuck? What about you? You're still available. Yeah. Yeah, no, cars are one of my things. My grandfather had a Challenger. It wasn't this kind. It was a 79? Somewhere around there. It was a classic. I want to get this changed. If I do get the car, I'd get the console changed because I don't like this. Yeah. But, trying to think here. I don't know what else to really talk about. Monster came out with well, I shouldn't say came out. For the US, it came out with 2 new drinks. Bad Apple, which just tastes like carbonated apple cider, which, and a purple one. I just had it, but I crushed it. I forget what it's called. Let me look here. Monster Energy. Purple new. No, I think it's this one. No, it ain't that one. Ultraviolet, is this it? No, that's the one I just looked at. Hold on a minute, I'll go look for it.
Stop.
Okay, so it's called Ultra Wild Passion. Ultra Wild. Ooh, that one looks different compared to... Why is that different compared to the can that I... They should have used that variant of the can, but no, it's this. Yeah. Pretty good. I actually like it. It tastes just like It tastes just like that one, honestly. But yeah, no, there's
Stop.
I was just checking messages. Yeah, no, there's just not much to really talk about. It's all the same old bullshit. Yes, we got our country getting back on track. You know, I got a bunch of discs here, CDs that I gotta send to my best friend. Late birthday present. She has a bunch of stuff to send to me too, but we've been stressed the fuck out and forgetting. But no, there's a lot. There's just so much going on. When we get our country back on track, when we get everything settled, I hope to fuck we never hire another fucking billionaire, nationalist, anything like that as presidential campaign. Because if it were to happen, say if it's bound to happen again, I will get everything. I will get my passport. I will get everything in order, and I will fucking leave. I don't give a shit. I know we've been saying we'll leave. We stay and fight because that's what we're programmed to do. But if it were to happen a third time, because baseball lingo for me, because that's who I am. If it were to happen a third time, I'm out. Nope, I'm gone. I'm moving to Canada. I'm moving to Germany, Switzerland, Ireland, anywhere that has free healthcare and is for me. Shit, I would even probably, if I had the money, move to fucking China. Kinda. I'd move to China. Sorry, no, but I'd move to China because I've seen videos of China and they are years ahead. Yes, while they are a communistic country, they have more freedom than fucking tyranny Trump. I'm sorry, they really do. You can't speak bad about the leader, but you know, when their leader is they've several times they have removed people of charge because he's doing tyrannical shit. That right there shows you they are more progressive than America currently. Shit, no, probably I'd move to Japan. 100%, it's cheaper there. But I'd visit China because, dude, have you seen their fucking malls? I'm a mall rat. I miss malls. I've been looking for homes near a mall or near a strip, and like those little strip malls and shit. And again, my family don't really want to move out of Schuylkill, out of the middle of fucking nowhere. I hate it here. I don't like it here. When I'm away from here, I'm better. But yeah, no, I was looking at, let me find it here again. I was looking at maps.google. I was looking at homes out this way. Someone already took this house. But I was looking at homes out here. Like this house, from there to there was like 10-minute walk. And then down to over here is a CVS 20-minute walk. You know, it's safer than around here because they have sidewalks there, you know, and then they have a little stoplight. I don't think that area has. I'd have to be careful. I don't think that area has traffic lights. Yeah, that area doesn't have traffic lights. I'd have to be very careful, just sprint across. But yeah, no, I was looking at places like that, like out in, this is clearly Las Vegas. Looking out there. This area would only be a few minutes drive to in town here. Where's the mall that I was looking at? Is it up here? It's right there. This mall right here. I was looking at this mall. Open soon. They have the nearest Lego shop for me is down in fucking Philly. You know. And then across the street here, I think it was. Was it across the street or was it down a little bit further? It's down here. Something. Right here. Yeah, it was down here. The mental health clinic. Because I have problems. I have bipolar and shit like that. So, yeah. No, I'd be over my shit. I'd probably get a job as security at one of the casinos. Because I'm a big, scary, burly guy. Even though I got a baby face, I'm a big guy. And then, where was I over here again? There was a gym. I forget where the gym was. I think the gym was up here. Yeah, Planet Fitness ain't that great, but I'd be going to a gym and exercising more. I was also looking over here. Because, again, I like malls. I was looking at this mall over here. This is the mall. So I was looking directly, like, over in this area. So that it's, again, walking distance. But, like, yeah, again, down here, walking distance, but then driving distance to Walmart, Aldi, Home Depot. We got Target over there, Giant, Best Buy. We got everything. But again, my family likes being up in. Oh, again, I was looking in Lebanon because I've been talking to someone from Lebanon. But we like to be up in this area. And there ain't fucking shit in this area here. This is the little area. This little. Let me zoom it here. It's like right around there. It's right around there. Right, or maybe even a little bit higher. Hold on a minute. Can I zoom out to where it shows? Oh, it won't show the counties. There. That's the area they want to stay in. This little fucking area. They want to just stay in this area, and I don't know why. Anywhere but here. Anywhere but here. I'll go down there. I'll go down there. I'll not over there. Maybe up there. Maybe out there. But. And then in before. Oh, you're showing where you live. I live in the middle of fucking nowhere. You come here, you ain't going home. Unless you're a friend, then you can go home. But if you're an enemy, you aren't going home. But, no, there's not much to talk about, you know. I don't know. Don't know. I'm getting a cold sore on my lip. I don't know where that came from. But, that's hurting. But, yeah. I usually ask people, you know, what I should talk about. My one friend said I should do, like, true crime or scary stories. I'm not Corpse Husband. I'm not Nuke's Top 5. I'm not these types of people because my voice, I'm energetic. I'm very, you know, hey, we gotta do that. I'm not for the yes, I watch paranormal stuff, but me personally, I couldn't talk about paranormal stuff because I'm too energetic. I'm too hyped up on it, you know. We were doing, I had a paranormal post the one time and we got some views, and that's because my friend paid for it, but she gave up on it and I went to pay for it and she's like, oh well, I closed it. And it's like, why'd you close it? She closed it because my posts were getting more views than her posts. She closed it because I actually looked up stuff that were paranormal and creepypasta like, and she didn't like that because it's all about her. She was one of those people. It was all about her, and she didn't like that. She wasn't getting as many. And I was like, it's both of ours. You know, you can sit there and claim that it's yours, and no, that wouldn't be fair. And it's like, it's not about fair. It's about making this community that people like, and that's what I like. That's when if I were to do more streaming, if I were to play more games, if I do a bunch of other shit, if I only have 15 followers on Twitch. Like, literally, I go here. Where's Twitch? Twitch, right there. And I go to my page, channel. I go to my channel. I only have 15 followers right there. I only have 15 followers because I don't know how to do this streaming thing. I don't have anyone to... Ooh, Eidolon's doing something. I don't have anything to really promote myself. My one buddy has more followers than me, and I don't want him to promote me because that's something that you shouldn't do, in my opinion. You know, I don't know. I really don't know. I want to get followers, but I don't know what to play. I don't know what to do. If I had an emulator to play classic games, I'd fucking do it. You know, I do have... Did I even install it? I don't think I did. Sega. I did not install it. I need to install this. I'd play... Yes, except I'd play these games. I'd go back and play some of these games. Specifically, one game that I like that's in it. Can I go to the store page? I don't know if it'll show it. Do you not have... You didn't show it. Of course you don't. Oh. Is it not gonna show it? It's not. Do you have it on here? No, they don't have it on here. So, this Shining Force. I loved this game. I played it. I think it was Shining Force 2. Imagine if they made this game in present. I don't know if they did or not. Did they? See, did they make a new Shining Force game? Hold on a minute. I like my games. Is there a new Shining Force game? Right here, Wikipedia. Just Shining. So, last game was 2018. I'd have to give it a try, because the last Shining Force game I played, like I said, was Shining Force 2. Yeah, this one. And I have it on Xbox too. But yeah, no. If they remade these old ones into present day, which they could, they really could. Such a good game. Such a really good game. One I could probably play Ooh, I'd have to. I'd have to play it like I would play it back then and try to level everybody up. But I liked these games. What is it considered? Tactical role-playing single player. Yeah. Yeah, and I just installed that. So I might stream that. But yeah, there ain't much going on in my life. Not right now anyway. Family just don't wanna move. Houses are going on sale. My one family friend sold their house for $175,000 and it doesn't have a septic system. So houses are going on sale. Grandfather don't want to hear it. I don't know. You know, I personally wanted to. I don't know if I can find the video here. TikTok. Pause.
I guess he doesn't have my mom.
No, we're not playing that. Hold on a minute. Okay, so I found it. One of these. And I think the price was 75,000. Like, holy shit, man. I would love to live in something like this. 100%. But, yeah, no, there's just no way that I can live on my own in an apartment complex or anything like that, especially with everything going up in price anymore. I mean, if I could hit the lottery, yeah, I'd be fine. I'd be 100% fine. I'd probably buy a house and move someone in with me and we'd be fine. But I am not good with money. I'm really not good with money. I mean, I am when I put my mind to it, but when I'm stressed, I turn into a shopaholic. And I've been stressed for the past not even 4 years. I've been stressed for uh Biden had me calm, but when he said he wasn't running again because of his health and they just dropped Kamala on us and people said, "No, we're not ready for a woman president." They shouldn't have fucking voted him. They should have voted anyone else but him. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. God damn it. I just hope we can get our country back. That's all I can hope for. I have a feeling, I just have a slight feeling when he's getting removed, he's gonna entice, incite, whatever. He's gonna tell his fucking cult. He's gonna be like, you go and storm that Capitol and make sure that I do not get dragged out of this White House because I am your president. Blah 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 blah. He makes Reagan look good, and Reagan was fucking horrible. You know. God, he makes Jeb Bush look like a better president candidate, which honestly, I would prefer another Bush over Trump. That says a lot because they fucked this country up too. Shit, I'd prefer Hillary, and Hillary wasn't a great choice. I'm sorry, but it's not because she was a woman. It's because she said a lot of shit that she shouldn't have said. Like, oh, I'm going to declare war on Russia. Why? Tell us why. We're grown adults. We can know why. You know, I don't know. Just, uh, You know, have the day you deserve. Drink your water, which I should go get a bottle of water. Drink your water. Spay and neuter your pets. I'm not Bob Parker. I was gonna say Bob Ross because I've been seeing memes. I'm not Bob Parker or Drew Carey, but spay and neuter your pets. Control your man. Tell him to control his genitals because men need to be told they need to control that shit because men are fucking horrible. Um, yeah, I don't know what else to say, but have the day you deserve. And fuck Israel, fuck Donald Trump, fuck MAGA, fuck make America hate again, whatever the hell that is, Maha, whatever. But yep. No longer vote blue no matter who, unless that's your, standpoint, because I, as a leftist, vote anyone that's logical for this country. Um, I think I said fuck Israel already. I don't know how many times I can say that. But, yeah. Have a good one.
Alright.